If you watch this video and you concentrate, I'll assure you, I'll guarantee you that you will not have a problem again in your entire life with recursion. So recursion or recursive functions are functions which a function within a function. So look, I have created this function called print, and I'm running it as well inside of that same function. So usually if you do that, what you'll end up you'll end up having an infinite loop. So that's the problem. But the thing is that there's a lot, recursion is used a lot inside of trees as well. Recursion is used. So after this video you're not going to have a problem with recursion, even if it scares you. So what's going to happen is whenever you call a function, it's going to create a copy of that function. Okay, so if we come over here to our, okay, now say I called the print function, and in this case our n that we passed in was 5. Okay, this is from the main function. Okay, so n is equal to 5. Remember, this is n, it's equal to 5. This is n, so we passed in 5. Now this part, okay, if n is equal to 0, then return 0. Okay, so let's just run that. We're gonna check if n is 0. Is n equal to 0? No, n is equal to 5. So you're gonna continue. You're gonna see out n. So n is gonna be see outed. So you're gonna print out n. So let me say that this is my terminal here. I'm gonna see out 5. So 5 has been see outed. Okay, so I'm gonna say see out. Now I'm done see outing. Then we're gonna say return print, and we're calling the next function. Now you don't have to suffer, don't worry about this. It's actually very simple. Return means, I'm going to tell you what return means. Okay, so point is that we're calling another function. So the moment we call another function here, okay, we call print. I'm just going to call it p, I'm not going to call it print, it's going to take a lot of time. So print n minus 1. So n is 5, 5 minus 1 is 4. Now because whenever you call a function it creates another copy, this is going to create another copy. So we have another copy created. But in this case the difference is that n is equal to 4. Alright, now we're going to check if n is equal to 0. Is it 0? No, it's not. So continue. See out. So we're going to see out 4. Okay, so see out. Then it's gonna call the other function. It's gonna say return. We're gonna create another copy, and it's p3 this time. And then since it's another copy, we have the same old routine again. Is n is equal to 0? No, it's not. N is equal to 3. This time n is equal to 0, and because it's the same, it's another copy, you're gonna have the same function here, same stuff inside the function. You're going to compare n is equal to 0, then you're going to see out, you're going to do a print n minus 1. But here's the trick now. We have our if statement that checks. Okay, this is going to keep continuing if you didn't have an if statement, but we do have an if statement. So we're going to compare, is n is equal to 0? Yes, n is equal to 0. So what did we say do? If n is equal to 0, return 0. Meaning that you return 0. When you return, you're not going to consider anything after the return, so you're not going to follow that. Now this is where the function doesn't continue anymore, so it returns, let me use a different color by the way, it's going to return 0. And now the value of this number or this function is going to have 0 inside of it. So this said return the value of print like that, right? So this is going to be 0. So you're going to return the stuff in the print here as well. So you're going to return 0 there. Okay, so 0 is going to come here now, and it's going to be the value of that. So you're going to return that as well. So return 0, and same here, return 0, 0, 0. Yeah, and you're going to return like that. So yeah, that's how it works. And now a good question is that, which you want to tell me in the comments, is if I were to run this code, by the way, you can see that it does in fact print like how we want it to, 5 4 3 2 1. So this is actually 5 3 3 2 1. Forgot to just see out the 1 there. Okay, 5 4 3 2 1. Now the thing is, the question is, if I wanted to print this out like 1 2 3 4, you're gonna tell me in the comments how to change the sequence of this code so that it prints 1 2 3 4 5, okay, in order. So yeah, this one thing you can take away from this is that recursion is one principle or one behavior of a stack. So yeah, thanks for watching.